Waz D Scene. This is Matthew and this is another episode of Waz D Scene. As you can see, my co-host Tish isn't here, but not to worry, I'll be holding down the fort for this episode here. And today I'll be talking about the latest Netflix feature film. It's a sequel to one of the greatest martial arts films of all time. Of course, I'm talking about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny. Now, if you guys remember back in the 90s, there were a slew of martial arts films from actors such as Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Donnie Yen. And then The Matrix came on in 1999, and that blew everybody away by basically taking that style of martial arts and putting it into a Hollywood sci-fi action scenario. And just when we thought things couldn't get any better, in 2000 we were treated to a film directed by Ang Lee called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And what that film did is that it told a very different story, a story full of drama, full of heart, romance, emotion, things that you wouldn't expect to see in a martial arts film. And now it's widely regarded as one of the greatest martial arts films of all time. Now, The Sword of Destiny is set years after the previous movie. And in this case, the only character to really show up from the last film is Shulin, who is played once again and quite brilliantly by Michelle Yeoh. In this situation, she returns to Peking to attend the funeral of an old friend. Now, this old friend had in his possession the Green Destiny, which was the sword that Chow Yun-Fat's character from the last film had. So in this case, the one who wants to acquire this sword really badly is a villain by the name of Hades. Awesome name. And he wants his sword so he could become the king of the martial arts world. And he will do whatever it takes to get this sword. So now Shulin has to team up with an old flame played by Donnie Yen. And in his corner, he has a group of fighters. So all of them basically have to unite to stop this guy and his army from acquiring this sword and more or less ruling the martial arts world. Going into this film, I didn't know what to expect. I thought I was going to get the same sort of dramatic, emotional style that the first film had. But shockingly enough, it was actually it really felt to me like a throwback to the old martial arts films, But I know that there will be a lot of fans of the old film who love the romantic side of it, who love the emotional and dramatic side of it, who will be turned off by it, They will be like, why so much action? Why is there so little character development? Blah, blah, blah. But I could safely say, as a fan of the previous film, it's good to really go in knowing that you're not going to get the same experience as the last one. It's exquisitely shot, it's well acted, especially from its two leads, Donnie Yen and Michelle Yeoh, both who are great actors and martial artists, and they do not disappoint with this film. Some of these side characters are okay, some of them you care about, some of them you don't really care about because they're not on screen for that long. The villain is surprisingly menacing, but he's also rather two-dimensional, He's the bad guy that you expect to see in martial arts films like this, It's all about this one goal: acquire the sword, kill anybody in your way, and that's it. I think what really brings the film down is just the story itself. It's the basic story that you might have seen before in other martial arts films, just told in the world of Crouching Tiger. But, because the first film set the standard, you're expecting that at least this new film would kind of match the standard, but unfortunately, it doesn't. It's really like a step down, unfortunately. I already know that, fans and critics were divided by this film, but I, for one, actually enjoyed the film for what it was. For me, it was a throwback to the old school martial arts films that I grew up with, but seeing that the title is still Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I still wanted to see a little bit more of what made the first film so special. But overall, for what it was, which I still think is just a fun ride from start to end, I have this at a 3.5 out of 5. It's worth a look, and it's on Netflix right now, so no brainer. You don't have to spend money like I did. Like, I basically went to IMAX, saw it on big screen, enjoyed it, loved it there. But had I known it was on Netflix, had I known I could see it on Netflix, then I would have just stayed home and watched it. But hey, whatever. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, you've just been reviewed. So yeah, that was my take on Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny. Long title, I know. So have you guys checked it out? And if you have, what did you think about the film? Did you like the film? Did you hate the film? Did you think it was a step up from the original film, or do you think it was a step way down from the original film? So comment, let me know, and also don't forget to like and subscribe and share as well too. And also let us know what else you'd like for us to talk about, be it TV shows, movies, games, whatever you guys want us to talk about, let us know in the comment section. So once again, this is Matthew, and like a wise man once said, Waz D Scene!